Riboy ha'seudot shemarbim bahen hem seudot harashut. So there is a custom where people will have extra meals on Hanukkah, but all of these are just sort of meals that you're allowed to have. They're not Suda mitzvah. Shelo kivaum lemishteh v'simcha. Because when Hanukkah was established, it was never established as there wasn't the established nature of mishteh, of drinking, and simcha and happiness like there is connected to Purim, which mishteh v'simcha a lot of times is what leads to all the drinking on Purim.
Yeah.
So that's all the Shulchan Aruch has to say on that.
Which, by the way, even though it sounds like, there's no obligatory nature, and the sages didn't establish drinking and rejoicing for Hanukkah, nevertheless, people can. Like it fits with the season of Hanukkah. It's just not. There's no obligatory aspect to it.
Right. Rama then adds, "V'yesh omrim," that there are those who say, "Sheyesh kitzat mitzvah." Riboy hasudo, that there is a little bit of a mitzvah to do it, so it's not just a reshut, that it's not just permission, but that there might be a little bit of like brownie points that you get. Mishum otan hayamin haya Hanukah hamizbeach, because this was the time when the altar was rededicated. V'noagin lomar zimirot v'tishbachot v'sudot shemarbim bahem v'az hayu sudot mitzvah, and at these types of places, there's a custom to sing songs of praise to God, and that at these types of meals, there are some who have the custom that this would be considered a seuda of a mitzvah as opposed to just a reshut. Yesh omrim sheyesh la'achol gvina b'Hanukah. So there are those who say that you should eat cheese during Hanukkah. Lefi she'anes na'asa b'chalav she'achilu Yehudit et ha'oyev. That there is because the part of the miracle of Hanukkah came through cheese or dairy products that Yehudit, Judith, fed to our enemy. And that's based on the Kolbo and the Ran.
Yeah. By the way, can I quickly read the Kolbo?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, V'yesh Mefarshim, some explain Sh'al Yidei Isha Yirah Lehem Hanes Hagadol, so that this whole miracle happened through a particular woman, Ushma Yehudis, and Judith was her name. Kimoshe Meforish Ba'agada. Some Agada is out there. It's not really clear which one he's referring to. Bas Haisa Yochanan Kohen Gadol, that somehow she was Yochanan the high priest's daughter. V'Haisa Yifat Toar Ma'od, and she was really hot. Ba'amar HaMelech Yavan, and the Greek king Tishkav Imo, and he wanted to sleep with her. The Seleucid king wanted to sleep with her. And so she fed him a cheesy dish. And that he would drink, basically like through the cheesy goodness, and then he would that he would be thirsty from it. Then he would drink so much that he'd get drunk and just fall like totally fast asleep. Vayula Cain, and that's what happened. V'tishka v'yerdam v'tikach herbo v'tachka rosho. So then he fell fast asleep. He was totally out, and then she took his sword, and then she was able to remove his head from his body. V'taviehu l'Yerushalayim, and she brought that head to Jerusalem. L'chirot ha'chayel ki meis gevuram v'yinusu. That once his soldiers, whoever this king was, saw it, they all fled. Then that's why we have this custom of having cheesy dishes on Hanukkah. Now, this is fascinating because for lots of things, the cheesy dish here, at least what the Kolbo is mentioning, is in order to make him thirsty so that he would drink wine and get drunk and be totally out. But yet, we're not saying it's the wine is the key part of it. It was the cheese that caused him to drink the wine to get drunk. And, why don't you just combine the cheese and the wine? People would have wine and cheese together. That's totally normal. And, it wasn't the cheese that got him to sleep. It was the wine.
Right.